Man, that main event, Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski. What an absolute banger that was. Coming into this fight, everyone was really underestimating Alex. You know, everyone thought that Alex wouldn't be able to hang with Islam Makhachev. Too big, grappling's too strong, and man, did he prove everyone wrong. What a fascinating contest that was. I think everyone was more so surprised at how well Alex did. So I went to the event, UFC 284 in Perth. It was a fantastic event. I'll be honest, when I finished that fight, I thought Alexander Volkanovski did enough to win the contest. But after rewatching it when I got home, it became clearer to me that Islam Makhachev won the fight. The crowd there was extremely hostile, cheering a lot towards Alex. Everyone's bias got a little bit into it, you know. We all wanted the Australian to win the contest, but upon rewatching it, Islam Makhachev did enough to win the fight. In round one, Volkanovski came out and landed a big left hand, which rocked Islam Makhachev, but Islam proceeded to rock him as well and did fantastic in the striking department in round one. So I gave the first round to Islam Makhachev. Round 2 and 3 could have gone really either way. It was a fairly even contest. Round 4, in my opinion, is when Islam Makhachev did enough to seal the victory. He ended up taking Alexander Volkanovski's back and he held him in back control for about 3 minutes of the fight. Now, a lot of people are arguing, I guess, which is a side of the argument that I can see, that Islam didn't really do much with back control. Okay, so yes, he might not have done much with back control, but if someone's got your back for 3 minutes, they're holding you there against your will. The onus is on Alex to escape that position. And yes, although he was landing strikes, these strikes here, they're not really doing anything. There's no punches behind them. Alex was in the position that he didn't want to be in, and Islam was holding him against his will. So that round lost Alex the fight. That was easily Islam's round. Round 5, Volkanovski came out and that was an absolute domination. This was where the controversy lies. Obviously, Volkanovski ended up dropping him in that round. He dropped him and finished the fight laying some vicious ground and pound. Now, when you look at the scoring, Islam had more control time than Volkanovski on the ground. He outstruck him in some rounds. I gave it 3-2 to Islam upon rewatching the fight. When I was at the event, obviously I was very excited. I gave the fight to Alexander Volkanovski, but thinking back, the crowd was more so cheering Alexander getting out of bad positions and surviving when no one thought he would actually survive. If you watch the contest back, I think you'll find it pretty clear that Islam Makhachev did enough to win that contest. Now, if you're looking at it from a pure fight, just from a fight perspective, you could say that Alex won. He was the one that finished the fight on top. He's the one that rocked him towards the end. Who knows what would have happened if it was a 6th round? But, you know, there isn't a 6th round. It's over 5 rounds, and I think Islam Makhachev did enough to win. I didn't like the fact that after the fight, Volkanovski's team came out and started accusing Islam of using IVs. All they had was accusations, and it just comes across as a bit bitter, bit of a sore loser. You know, take the loss on the chin. You know, you just got to take the loss on the chin. Volkanovski seemed to be, you know, crying a little bit as well about the loss, which is uncharacteristic for him. Initially, he handled it pretty well. Then he started to complain. You know, it's just not a good look, you know. Yes, I think there should be a rematch between these two. That fight was a very good contest. I can see how some people would have given it to Alex, but in my opinion, 3-2 in favor of Islam was the correct decision, okay? Thankfully, I wasn't, you know, scoring the fight on the night because I would have given it to Alex. But the judges did a pretty good job with a hostile crowd towards Islam to score that fight pretty accurately and an unbiased decision. Not everyone's going to like it. A lot of people didn't like round 4 when Islam was just holding him there. But if you look at the rules, that's a big part of it. You know, he did control him on the ground against his will. And that's going to score you points. Only one of them can finish the fight from there. Only Islam can finish the fight from there with back control. Alex doesn't have any attacks. He's the one. The onus was on him to escape that position, and he didn't. Yes, he was screaming and all that looks good and it's good for the crowd, but really, he was in a bad position. No one in mixed martial arts wants to be in a position where their back is taken. No one. So therefore, Islam easily won that round, and I think that's what won him the fight because the rest of it was pretty even. I gave him round 1 for sure. I gave Alex round 5 for sure. And the other 3 rounds, an argument could have been made, you know, rounds 2 and 4, sorry. The argument could have been made either way, but round 4 cemented Islam's victory. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you think won versus Islam and Alexander Volkanovski? Do you think there should be a rematch? I certainly do. Maybe they should go and defend both of their titles first, defend against Rodriguez for Alexander, and I think, you know, Beneil Dariush deserves a title shot against Islam Makhachev. He's been waiting quite a while, and I think he's going to pose some serious threats to Islam. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.